Hi everybody, welcome back or welcome to the channel. It's your boy Wicked T. Today is the end of another month, so we have the end of another month vlog. I don't know how this worked out. I'm just looking at myself on OBS and my hat and my shirt match. I don't know how I did that. I just wanted to wear the Big Bear Engine Company hat that I love. I love this hat. I don't think I've taken it off since I got it, except to sleep. But yeah, so we had Glitch, Glitch Energy review this month. At least 14 other videos, 14 or 15 other videos. So we got a lot done this month. Yeah, had no real issues. Well, that's a lie. Dusty came and told me about one recording night where the computer died on him about 10 times. I had to restart every time. So I'm not sure what I can do about that right now. I'm still trying to look for work, so it's just not working out for either of us at the moment. But yeah, we'll keep on chugging along as best we can. I'm thinking of switching up the schedule to something a little more summer friendly, because I have other stuff I could be doing outside. So I'm thinking of switching it up to 2 uploads a week instead of 4. Maybe Friday, Saturday, and then work on those other days, or what have you. I'm not sure. I'll keep the comments open so you guys can let me know down below whether you prefer fewer uploads or the same amount or what have you. But yeah, I have Dusty's archaeology review. We had to do it in segments because the computer kept crashing, but we'll have it. It's all going to be nicely edited. Hopefully it'll be nicely edited. I'm about to edit them everything right now, but hopefully it'll be nicely edited, and I'll catch you after Dusty's archaeology review. Hi everybody, welcome back or welcome to the channel. It's your boy Dusty. Today is June 30th. So we're going to do the June 2024 archaeology review. And we're going to begin with 1500-year-old Christian artifact recovered in Austria. According to a Newsweek report, fragments of a Christian pyx estimated to be 1500 years old have been found in a 5th century church at a site of a hilltop settlement in southern Austria. The round ivory container is decorated with religious motifs. This one is Moses getting the 10 Commandments from God. Now these pyx are used to hold the Eucharist, or the consecrated bread that you take during certain services. And it was probably broken when the pyx was buried underneath an altar in a side chapel. Yeah. Next we have prehistoric human remains unearthed in Mexico, near Mexico City. According to a Mexico News Daily report, the skeleton of a hunter-gatherer unearthed on the outskirts of Mexico City is estimated to be at least 10,000 years old based on its physical features. Now, as you can tell from the skull, there's a chunk missing, the nasal cavity. This picture, these weren't found with him, but there were similar items in his burial. Found during the Felipe Angeles International Airport construction. This is probably the oldest human remains found in the Mexico Valley. It's a male, dubbed Yatsin, and has an elongated skull, wide jaw, and cavity-free teeth, which is amazing. Wear of the remains indicates intense physical activity, including walking long distances and using his teeth as tools, which is horrifying to dentists and dental practitioners. Next we have Viking burial ship site identified in Norway. According to a Science Norway report, initial excavations at a site in southwestern Norway where rivets were discovered in 2018 has uncovered a total of 70 ship-sized rivets. Here's the site on the farm. And they suspect it's this whole circle here. There's their dig, and there's some of the rivets. Where was I? Researchers from the University of Oslo, also identified other metallic artifacts as Krampus, which are spikes on, I think, on horseshoes or something else for horses to wear in icy conditions. And they suspect that this was the mound, but it was all plowed over, and so everything is spread through the whole field, they suspect. But they suspect it was an intact grave, that it was just plowed and leveled out. So yeah. Next we have medieval catapult shots uncovered in England. Live Science reports that 8 stone catapult shots were found outside the walls of Kenilworth Castle, which is located in England's West Midlands. The largest, that you can see over here, actually that might be behind me. But anyway, it's 231 pounds. The smallest, which is way over here, is 2 pounds. Probably dated to about the 13th century. I think they did. I'm not sure if they did the radiocarbon dating or anything like that, but I think that's what they said. It was 13th century. They were probably used in 1266 when rebellious nobles held the castle for 172 days before the forces of King Henry III retook it. So that's an interesting little historic tidbit. They could have been used in battle by either side, but yeah. There we go. Next we have rare Bronze Age shipwreck found in Mediterranean Sea. Traces of a Bronze Age shipwreck have been discovered under about a mile of water in the Mediterranean Sea, some 56 miles off the coast of northern Israel, by Energene, an energy company, according to the New York Times report. Now, the vessel was carrying mostly these, what were they called? Canaanite amphora, and they were spotted by an ROV, remote operated vehicle. They determined that the vessel is, well, not the energy company. The Israeli government sent a team of archaeologists out there and determined that the vessel was a merchant vessel, roughly 39 to 46 feet long. It sank between 1400 and 1300 BC. And this type of amphora was typically used to carry honey, olive oil, and resin. So that's pretty cool. Next we have brass trade ring found in colonial Michilimackinac. I struggled with that word for several minutes before even trying this. But Up North Live ABC reports that an 18th century brass trade ring has been found unearthed in colonial, whatever that word is, a reconstruction of a fort and trade village built by the French on the site in the late 17th century. The British took control of the fort in 1761, following the French and Indian War. The ring was found in demolition rubble dated to 1781, when the fort was burned and moved to Mickinac Island. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It has a little wreath around it. It looks like a leaf almost in the middle, except it has stems on both sides, so some sort of circle, not quite sure. Next we have world's oldest wine identified in Spain. According to a statement released by the University of Cordoba, white wine has been identified among the contents of an intact circular Roman mausoleum in southern Spain by a team of researchers. Discovered in 2019, the 2,000-year-old tomb held the remains of two named men, Hispana and Sinocio, and 2 men and 2 women who were unnamed. The skeletal remains of one man had been placed in an urn that was then filled with a liquid which now appears red. So this is the urn that the remains were placed in, and the liquid was in this, and they had to do a bunch of straining, a bunch of dating and chemical analysis to figure out that the contents did not have syringic acid, so that suggests that it's white wine, which is an interesting way to try to preserve human remains. Alright, next we have additional bottles of preserved fruit unearthed at Mount Vernon. According to a UPI report, additional 18th century bottles containing preserved fruit have been recovered from a cellar at Mount Vernon, George Washington's Virginia plantation. In all, 35 bottles have been found in 5 storage pits. 29, probably bottled before the Revolutionary War, were still intact. Most contain cherries or berries, probably gooseberries. And the cherries were of a tart variety, which helped in the preservation. So here's some of the bottles in situ, and just above or behind me are some cherries. I would not eat those. No, not going to eat those cherries. Next we have burial suggests Huns were present in southern Poland. A team from the Polish Academy of Sciences examined 2 children remains recovered from a 1600-year-old burial in southern Poland in 2018, according to Live Science reports. The first child, 7 to 9 years old at time of death, certainly came from a Central or Eastern European ancestry. He had no grave goods, but he was eating very well, so a lower class individual, and is fairly healthy. The second child, who at the time of death was 8 to 9 years old, was clearly from a Kazakhstan or Kyrgyzstan nomadic tribe. The back of his skull had been manipulated to protrude, which is a style of body morphing that Huns were known to do. And he was buried with substantial grave goods, including gold and silver items, pets, a cat, a dog, and several birds, I believe. And he also ate well. Both children were born in the region that they were buried in, and yeah, it's pretty cool that they could find all this stuff out. So here's the close-up of the burial. You can see a little bit more here. There's the whole thing dug up, and there's the plan. I do not envy whoever made those, because I hated making those when I was doing archaeology. And lastly, we have medieval grave slabs recovered from the mortar wreck. According to a Newsweek report, researchers of Bournemouth University have recovered 2 marble slabs from the so-called mortar wreck, a 13th century shipwreck discovered in 1982 off England's Isle of Purbeck. The wreck is named after its cargo of grinding mortars. The grinding mortars, these slabs, everything was made from Purbeck marble, which is known to have noticeable fossils in it. Like, I think there's a couple down here. That piece there looks like it could be almost a piece of wood, petrified wood. The slabs would have been used as coffin lids with the Christian crosses on them. This one is intact and measures 5 feet long and weighs roughly 150 plus pounds. This guy down here unfortunately ended up broken, but even split, it measured almost more than 6 feet long and weighed more than 440 pounds. So that's a big boy. And that is the archaeology review for June. As you can see, I accessed the dates, accessed Archaeology magazine that on the last couple days. They have made changes to the website, which is really interesting, and it lets me get pictures, so I'm happy with that. But if you enjoyed this, drop a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe because it's free and it helps out the channel, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye. So that was Dusty's Archaeology Review for June. I hope you all enjoyed that. And that's pretty much the wrap-up for the vlog. I mean, it's been hot, but where hasn't it been hot in North America so far? There's storms, tornadoes. I think they're on Bertha for hurricanes already, so there's been at least 2. But yeah, it's been a pretty standard June here on the island. But I will catch you for July, and we'll see if we can keep up the pace. And again, let us know if you want us to change anything about these videos, these reviews. The archaeology review, anything, just let us know down in the comments, and we'll try to fix things up. And yeah, I'll catch you all at the end of next month. Bye bye.